Hello out there in the realms of the living. Welcome to Thrones of Game, the only Game of Thrones podcast where we watch the series backwards. I'm your host, BT Calloway. I've already seen the show before, but joining me is Elliot Jay O'Neill, who is watching the show for the first time in reverse order. Elliot, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing very well on this sunny Sunday.
Yeah, I'm going to let you elaborate on that because we got some time to kill on this episode, I think. Not a lot of ground to cover. No, we just watched Season 6, Episode 8, titled No One. Elliot, what just happened?
Well, there were some very violent things, but other than that, just a lot of talking and diplomacy and talking the rules of the thing. And yeah.
A lot of chatter. I mean, the biggest event that happens in this one, I suppose, is that Arya leaves Braavos and the House of Black and White and sets sail back to Westeros. There are other bits and pieces happening, but that's really the main crux of this one.
Even then, that's all of 5-7 minutes of this episode.
Yeah, I mean, we got some fun chases with her, but we'll get through that. And but let's start with our first question: what is the most valuable part or least valuable part of this episode to you, Elliot Jay O'Neill?
Once again, gonna have to give my MVP to Barney Rubble, my boy Tyrion Lannister.
Yeah.
Lannister. Yeah, and it's sort of by default. I don't actually think he was especially astounding in this episode, but
he was fun.
He was involved in some scenes I like. Like, he had a good back and forth with Burnt Newton, and then, him trying to get the Miss Sunday.
Miss Sunday works. And Grey Worm. Yeah,
trying to rouse them into being all jokey and wine and jovial.
Yeah, it's a good bit. I really like, honestly, that's my pick for MVP of this episode as well, because, the whole back and forth of, especially with Grey Worm, when he's like, Unsullied do not drink, is like, but why? Because it is against rules. Who made these rules? The masters who are dead now? Come on, you are your own, it's liberating. It's your own man now. What do you want to, do you want to drink?
Yeah.
It's up to you now.
And it was nice to see Grey Worm actually take a sip, but still being like, this goes against my programming.
Exactly. But he's overcoming that program. He's becoming a man.
Yeah. Unlike Miss Sandre, who was just like, I like this wine.
Yes, I feel giddy. Yes. And his whole bit of, come on, someone tell a joke.
Come on, more jokes.
More jokes, more wines.
Yeah, so his version of the Irish, English, and Australian walk into the bar is a Lannister, a Martell, and a Stark.
Yeah.
What's a Martell? I
think that might be the name of the people in Dawn, the other continent where everyone has a bit more cleavage in their dress.
Right. You ever notice how Martells wear their tops low like this?
Yep.
Whereas Starks just keep chopping people's heads off. I don't know.
Whereas, Starks, you gotta dig through 8 layers of clothing just to get some boom. What's the deal?
Lannisters, they won't take their shirt off for anyone that isn't related to them.
Oh. Quite frankly, that was a better joke than the one written in the show. But we do get, again, the little hint of Tyrion's running joke of the honeycomb and the jackass. So, honeycomb and the donkey.
Wait, running joke? He's done this routine before?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it also appears at the very end of the entire series, but never completed.
Wow. So, you have to piece this routine together.
Yeah. I mean, I do know the full bit if you want to hear it.
I really do.
Okay, so you have to remember it's Tyrion saying this. It's very essential to the joke.
Okay.
So, Tyrion walks into a brothel with a honeycomb under one arm and leading a donkey with the other hand. And he says to the mistress, I'm going to need some time with your finest prostitute. I'm destitute. My wife has left me this day. And she's all, oh, that's very sad. Why did she leave? And he says, well, she found a genie, and he granted her 3 wishes. And she first wished for a house fit for a queen. And so the genie gave her this honeycomb. And then she wished for the finest arse in all the land. And the genie gave her this donkey. And finally she wished that my cock would hang down past my knees. And the mistress looks at him and goes, I don't think I quite understand. He goes, no, you don't understand. I used to be 6'4".
Oh, man, this genie was right out of the fucking Twilight Zone or the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror with the monkey's paw.
Yeah. Genies, man, don't trust them.
No, well, at least you didn't know.
Genies, wish lords, leprechauns, all bad news. All right. Yeah, I think it's going to be my MVP as well. Either that or the very the chase scene between Arya and this other creepy girl through the streets, because that was cool. There was a little bit of T-1000 from Terminator mixed with some Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool. Yeah. I was like,
Yeah, I felt like it was a mix between the T-1000 chase and like Aladdin, just because of that sheer determination and the almost straight arms in which she swings when she runs.
That's how crazy people run.
Yeah.
Straight armed. You know how they're crazy if they're doing that.
But Arya's getting full Aladdin and, trying to...
One step ahead of the hitman.
Yeah, Arya Aladdin. Are you Aladdin?
It sounds like a question. Are you Aladdin?
Said by a Scottish person.
Yeah.
Are you Aladdin, me boy?
So yeah, their whole bit back and forth. We'll jump ahead to the violence question of violence.
Oh, she absolutely destroyed those fruit baskets when she fell down the stairs.
Yeah, just tumbling and tumbling, knocking down more and more fruit. People like, my cabbages! Yeah.
No, I swear to Christ, like, at least the third bowl of oranges would have broke her momentum at some point.
It does go on a bit too long, to the point where it goes from being, oh, that would have hurt, to kind of comical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, really rubbing some citrus into the wound at some point as well.
Well, she's bleeding, so yeah. Yeah, it's a harrowing bit. All that smashed fruit.
Yeah. Oh, so sad. So much fruit lost that day.
Yeah, could have made so many smoothies.
The gutters running red with blood and also crushed bananas and...
Crushed banana smoothie. Yeah. All ends nicely. This where she gets corner and she, Arya, gets to the hiding place where she hid Needle and kind of faces off against this girl. And they have like a little creepy girl face-off. A creepy girl bob cut face-off thing where they're like, who can be the most creepy salad fingers? Oh, I've got a little rusty knife.
I think Bobcat's only winning this round because Arya's got that look of sheer fear in her face.
Oh, yeah. And again, Maisie Williams killing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like this little bit where, she's got Needle and the other girl's like, that won't save you.
So Needle is the name of that really big fucking sword she had?
Yeah, long, pointy sword. Yeah.
How ironic. It is called Needle, but it is much bigger than a needle.
Wit. Yeah, but I like that, I think it's going to be a, sword fight, but then she swings it and cuts the candle and it casts them into darkness. Like, yeah, that's good. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. So for an episode where, especially, who was that guy? Blackfish, that they kidnapped, that actually had that great exit line. It's like, I haven't had a sword fight in years. I'll probably make a damn fucking fool of myself in this one.
Yeah.
And then to not see his death. See, whereas the Arya one, I thought that was done artfully, Yeah,
there's a reason you don't see that death, and it feels better. It's more dramatic to not have it. Whereas the Blackfish, he has that good speech, he heads out, and then the last we see of him is some guy walking up to Jimmy. Oh, we've found the Blackfish. Oh, good, bring him to me. Oh, he died in battle. Oh, well, was it would have been fun to have watched? Oh, it would have been so fun to have watched if only there had been an audience for that. Yeah, thanks, show.
I can describe it to you in great detail right now.
First he stepped left, then he swung his sword right. You don't have to. This is kind of a show don't tell moment. Okay, whatever you say, goodbye.
Yeah, he's trying to give him the stop with it, but his hand can only do one expression, so he's not quite getting it.
True.
Yeah. So, as termed as a non-violent violent moment, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, exactly. It's the hint of violence, the suggestion. Though we do then see her face in the what I've dubbed the DVD cover room, because it's the cover of season 6 is this room of faces, and yeah.
So are we going to spend more time in this place with Arya and her training and all that?
I mean, not to give away too much backshadowing, but yes. Yay. We shall be doing that. We'll see a bit more of the House of Black and White. And, the guy's got this whole line of, their whole deal is when you sign up to fight with them, you become no one. You kind of lose your name and your status and whoever you were. So his bit where he goes, at last a girl is no one. And she's all, he's like, your training is complete. And then she's all, no, I'm Arya Stark of Winterfell and I'm going home. And he gives her this look of, yeah! I mean, he's not a very expressive person, so that's the most he can do, but still.
Yeah, but still.
Just a little nod and a smile.
Yeah, because it's sometimes not that apparent why they give these episodes these titles, like Eastwatch. Okay. The area that it's like no one, and I'm like, what is... is the same answer is, this is... whose favorite episode of Game of Thrones is this? There we go. I got there in the end.
No one.
I'm bad at Jeopardy, all right?
No one. Just say it in your best salad fingery voice. No one. And it's like the House of Salad Fingers.
Yeah, there are a few salad fingery moments in this as well. Yeah, with what's his fucking name? Darth Hand.
Darth Maester.
There we go.
Yeah, because he's got a whole bit with, because the other thing with Tommen's like, there'll be no more trial by combat, it's barbaric and it sucks, and that kind of, throws his mother under the bus, or under the wagon, I guess. But yeah, then Darth Maester's all, I investigated that little rumor my sparrows said might be setting up the next episode.
Wait, so Bran gets ravens and he gets sparrows?
No. So sparrows are the term for like the little kids that help him out. So,
Oh, like the ones who fucking helped him ice that other dude.
Yep. So it's like, it's weird. They do throw the term sparrow around a lot. So it means little kids that help you find out information, and Littlefinger uses that a lot. And that's why I think his pin is a sparrow perched on it, because that's like, people say a little bird told me this is the thing. But also there's the High Sparrow, who's like the leader of the religion. A lot of sparrows.
Right. That's a shitty emblem, though. It's like basically saying, I recruit kids to help me with my deeds.
Yes. Finding things out and mad.
Yeah.
I mean, he's Darth Maester. What do you expect?
Yeah. Not to be creepy? Yeah. Good point.
Although, mind you, it's like the setup for Oliver or something.
Yeah.
You expect all these kids to start singing Hard Knocks Life. Wait, that's Annie. Damn.
They could still do that.
They could still do that.
It's Hard Knock Life. Westeros.
Yep. It's a Hard Knocks Life. Getting stabbed. Sure, why not? So also in violence, we have some great moments from the Hound.
Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm changing my answer. He's MVP. He fucking Sandy Klingon fucking killed it in this episode.
True. He has the best lines in this one, because we got some, guys sitting around and they're just doing like, oh, do you know how to kiss properly? What you do? Put one hand behind the head and one at the small of the back, and then put the finger up the bum.
The third type of sex.
Yes. And they're like, no. The two guys get shocked by that. Like, no, we've apparently in this universe there are 3 types of sex, and that is one of them.
I got to say, this moment was a bit of a relief, because I saw the campfire and I'm like, oh God, they better not bring fucking Ed Sheeran back again.
Hello, I'm Ed Sheeran. Listen to me songs.
I would have liked it if he was there for fucking, Sandy's fucking decimation of everybody.
Yeah, because he just rocks up, and there may be 3 types of sex, but there appear to be 4 times ways to disassemble a dude with an axe.
Jesus Christ. And, like, perfect score on each one of them. That head just goes flying upwards. And did someone lose an arm, or?
I can't even remember. It was all just wham, wham, smack, smack.
Yeah, we had a gut fucking falling out.
Gut falling out, and then just a hard axe to the groin, and then pulls that out. And disgusting. Great.
Yeah, when this episode chose to lean into its violence, like just his crotch evacuating all the fluids after the axe came to it, that was brutal.
Yeah, simple and brutal as hell. And then we get, I think, possibly, the best exchange of dialogue in this entire episode, where he's all like, oh, where's your third one? There was another guy, where's he? And he's all like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh, those are your last words. You can do a little better than that. Cunt! You're shit at dying. Whack! Man.
And yeah, he would have seen a lot of people die. He's like, you're not even making my top 10 deaths list.
Like, not even top 50. You suck. I
will tell stories about you. His last word was cunt, and it looked like he was struggling to think of a good word to go out, and he came up with cunt.
That's all he had. Guy sucks. Yeah, that continues on, where he catches up to, Captain One Eye and the Fire Dudes. That should be their band name, actually. Captain One Eye and the Fire Guys.
I like Fire Guys, yeah.
Yeah, where they're about to hang these guys. And there's a good little back and forth where he's like, hanging, it's quick and then it's over. Where's the punishment in that? And it's like, well, they die. Like, we all fucking die.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I liked that little negotiation scene. There's tension between Sandy and Captain One Eye, but, they worked it out, and they've got their honor code amongst them.
Yeah, he's all like, I killed you once and you came back. I'll just do it again because I'm better than you.
Yeah.
I'm the Hound.
Yeah, and I love how he just fucking takes that dude's shoes as well as he's fucking hanging by his neck.
That's a great bit. He steals his boots while the guy's legs are still kicking. It's
yeah.
Because two of them clearly had their neck broke, but his neck didn't break, so he just hung.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. It's, so much. I thought it was going to be like kind of, so much for quick.
Yeah.
But I just cut his dick off with this axe, and that would have been faster. I'm the Hound.
You knew that's what he wanted to do.
It's true. I definitely knew that. So they're having a little bit, and we get a little bit of nudity for this episode, which is the hound's dong.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing but a hound's dong. Yep. So I don't know if this is a prosthetic or if he actually just decided to flop it out, but
yeah. Or if they even knew he was going to do this.
Yeah, they'd broken for lunch, and he's like, oh, okay. Does he know there's a camera there? It's like, he's reading lines.
Still rolling. Can we use it? Can we use this?
I mean, yes.
Not the part where the piss is coming out. Apparently, that's where they draw the line.
That's the problem. I guess fair. I don't want to see it, but it's like, where do you draw the line? I don't know. Where are the lines? Who knows?
That's so funny, yeah. A thing that, humans see every single day and wouldn't be a surprise.
Yeah.
They decide, but not on HBO.
No, we show bums and boobs.
No, we'll show a head flying off its body and, the blood of a crotch fucking falling out.
Yep.
But wee-wees?
Streams of urine? No, my word. Yeah, I got some strange pearl clutching clauses there, HBO.
Yeah. But also in their defense, it's a hard thing to get an actor to do multiple times.
That's true.
All right, we're going in for take 2. Might need to give it a minute.
Just someone get me some water. Like a lot of it.
Maybe a bit of wine. That helps it along.
Yeah.
I don't know what the actor sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, in real life, who knows what he sounds like? In the show, he's all...
And in that movie, he's all like, yarp.
Yarp.
Still can't fucking believe that's
That's
him.
crazy,
That
isn't it?
blows my goddamn mind.
As well it should. Let's see. Other moments of violence do we have in this?
Oh, the mountain.
Oh, yeah, the
I
mountain.
finally got to see him do something.
Yeah. Oh, man, does he do something?
Because I think the only other time I've seen that dude be violent is between him and the hound.
Yeah. And, yeah, I think he's the one that lobs Miss Sunday's head off, but... Again, it's one of those, he swings and then they cut to the wide shot, so it's not quite the same.
No.
But yeah, his whole bit, all the Faith militant rock up and they're all just like, oh, you need to come with us. And then she's like, and says, Cecil's like, no. Like, no, we don't understand. We're giving you an order. Or do it now, there'll be violence. And she's got the very cool line of, I choose violence.
The confident, cruel cunt she is.
Brilliant. Yeah. It's kind of the moment of just, do you see the gigantic dude behind me? That.
Yeah.
Your funeral, quite literally.
See, I wonder in this scene as well, if the 6 of her, whatever of them, decided to try and gang up, but they were all clearly paralyzed by fear.
Yeah, and that one guy's like, I'm going to give it a swing with my little mace pointy thing.
Yeah, it kind of looked like a combination of an axe and a fork.
Yeah, not a good weapon. Because it even hits the guy, and like it penetrates his arm a bit, so...
Another moment of comedy in this episode where he's like trying to yank it out, and it's like, well, what did you expect?
Yeah, what did you think was going to happen here, Tom?
Yeah.
God, think it through. But I just love the sound of just gong.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm boned, aren't I?
But that's it. They could have had a strategy because, like, Seesaw and Darth Maester aren't going after them.
No.
So they put all their focus on the mount and fucking take out the legs.
Yeah, you know what? He can't be invincible. We know he's not invincible. He's bloody hard to kill, sure, but, they don't know that.
Yeah, he's Dark Souls level, but,
Yeah. People can beat Dark Souls. I can't, but still.
Some people have even beaten Dark Souls with a Guitar Hero controller.
For some reason.
It can be done.
Goddamn lunatics. But yeah, then he just knocks that one guy to the ground and you see him grab his jaw and then cut to an angle and just throws the head away.
Oh, and you see the spine go with it. As a Mortal Kombat fan, that really warmed my heart.
I did write down fatality.
Mountain wins. Flawless victory.
Fatality. Yeah. And that's the blood quietly going down the drain as his hand's still twitching there. Fantastic. Gross and great.
Yeah. Like, I think decent levels of violence in this episode are bringing me up from the mountains and mountains of paperwork.
Oh, yeah. And there's certainly a lot of paperwork because this is also the, Siege of River Run where we've got Tullies and Tarleys and Freys, oh my. And people stand around, talk a whole bunch. And to be fair, I do like the whole thing is Jaime Lannister taking over this castle without fighting.
Yeah.
Like just doing it through strategy.
Which is smart.
Yes. It's showing his, brilliance not only as a, his brilliance as like a military mind and leader.
Yeah. I gotta say, it's been interesting in this episode, actually, seeing that darker side to him, because I always sort of felt like the show tries to paint him as the protagonist a bit, but...
He's always got a bit of gallantry about him, yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, I hadn't really thought about it properly like that. It's like, no, he wants to hook up with his fucking evil-ass crazy sister and, you know... be her fucking knight or whatever. Yeah, he is a dark person. He is a bad man.
Yeah, but I do like here they really they motivate him properly. He's got that whole bit of, I love my sister. I don't care that you know that. I don't care what you think of it. I just want to get back to her, and to do that, I have to take this castle. So I will take your newborn son and launch him across the wall on a catapult if I have to, because I don't care about him, and I don't care about you either.
Oh, that's right. When he's fucking monologuing that dude to death.
Yeah, because the guy does tell him twice, I don't have to listen to you. It's like, well, you're my prisoner, and you do. So anyway, I went to work, and that idiot Tom was once again parked in my space. And then you get there, and I had to put my sandwich with my name on it in the fridge, and someone came back and someone had eaten it. And it's like, they know. That's the thing. They know, and no one does anything about it. It's ridiculous.
We need to invent a HR department.
Invent them and tell them to get off their ass.
Resources of human.
R of H, yeah, sure. I'm on board.
Oh, that's our new spin-off series to set in the Game of Thrones world.
I like it a lot. It says here you ripped his head off. That is against regulations, so you're fired.
Yeah. We hang people. We're not savages.
Die. But yeah, it's also got a good line from Jamie where he's all like, you know, I'll do all these crazy things just to get back to Cersei, just the things we do for love, which is the
things we do for love.
Throwback to season 1, episode 1, and also a reference in season 7 when Bran says it to him. It's like, the things we do for love. Yes, it's a lot of sayings with history in this one.
Interesting. Well, yeah, we'll cover that one properly in our finale.
Yes, backshadowing.
In about 50 episodes' time.
Yeah, and also just to throw to another line, because there's also, the whole episode starts with Lady Crane finding Arya who's been shanked in the stomach and helping her out and, you know, heals her back to health. And then she has the line of, well, Essos is east, Westeros is west. What's west of Westeros, which is what she says in the final.
That's right. And I said it then, and I'll say it again. That's Westeros.
Westeros. And beyond that is Westeros. And then you're probably back to Essos.
Well, I assume in this world that they think the Earth is flat as well.
Yeah, quite. She did say the edge of the world, so I'd like to see that.
Where it just all drops.
Oh yeah, just on that bit, this is the whole, she's an actor and she's portraying the Purple Wedding and the death of Joffrey on stage. And
oh, yeah.
Everyone's all, not a dry eye in the house. And they're like, oh, she's so good at this.
Yeah, this was actually a confusing moment for me because, like, I have an awareness of who Joffrey is and I know he dies. Like, I couldn't avoid that spoiler at all. But, yeah, so I'm like, oh, am I seeing Joffrey's death? And I'm like, wait, why is she getting like all Shakespearean and like engaging in prose and soliloquy? And just like, oh, no, this is a stage play. Okay. I thought it was like, this is a very weird thing for a mother to be leaning over a child and like just acting.
Might just be a very dramatic mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, I still won't see the death of Joffrey for a while, eh?
Either beginning of this season or, man, I'm pretty sure it's next season or last season, whichever way you want to think about it. Time, what is it? We don't know. We just know we don't have a lot of it.
Yeah.
But I really like as well when, this Lady Crane is sewing her back together and she's like, you're good at that. Why is an actor good at that? And she goes, well, I'm the jealous type. And it's the kind of opening that you're like, tell me more.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued now. How does jealousy lead to you being good at sewing things up? And she's got this whole of, I like hot-blooded men, and they'd come home smelling of another woman, and we'd fight, and I'd put a hole in them, and then I'd have to sew it up.
Yeah, and I do love Arya as well, like classic psycho Arya going, you must have made a lot of pretty holes.
Yes. Stabby, stabby.
Salad.
Rusty spoons.
Oh, and actually in that speech, she was talking about joining Joffrey in the 7th layer of heaven.
Yeah.
Seventh Heaven.
Yeah.
Wasn't that show with that pedo and Jessica Biel?
I mean, yes, it is, technically. But that's a term. You've surely heard people say something like, it was so good, I was in 7th Heaven.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's like a doctrinal thing that talks about but then it might just be Dante who talks about the 9 circles of hell in Inferno, and then in, I forget what the second one is, Paradiso. I can't remember. No, that's not it. Whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I think he does talk about the 7 layers of heaven, or 7 tiers of heaven, not tears, but tears.
Not to be confused with Tears in Heaven.
No, the very, very sad song. I'll have to check that because I'm really not sure. But
about when that
before.
kid fell out the window. Not like in Game of Thrones when
No.
that happened. Speaking of which, yeah. What's Cersei's son, the king, name again?
Tommen.
Tommen. Yeah. Fuck that. I'm going to call him Denim Renon from now on because that's the guy from IT Crowd that I was thinking of last week.
Yep, who jumped out the window.
Yep. In exactly the same style that this kid did.
I'd say Renham jumped out with a lot more confidence. One's resigned to the fate, one's been, exposed as
Fraud?
embezzling.
Ah.
Yep.
It's a kind of fraud.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. I just wanted to think of the word. It was bothering me that I couldn't.
Yep.
So, that's nudity, that's violence.
We had a bit little cock talk.
We did. We had a little bit of cock talk.
Just a little zip though. Zip.
Yeah, when we talk about Podrick's magic cock.
I actually like this back and forth between him and David Cross.
I know, they've always got a good back and forth. He's all like, I used to teach you how to sword fight. Do you want to learn how to sword fight properly? And he's like, okay,
Yeah.
sure. And then there's a bit where it's like, okay, well, look down at your stance, slap.
Yep.
Okay, point 1, assume everyone wants to hit you because everyone wants to hit a squire.
Yeah. Just like the guitar brand. Everyone wants to fucking destroy those things.
I mean, fair. And that's been Cock Talk. Not a lot of that, but hey, it's finally returned to the segment. We've missed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then you get great back and forth with Jamie and Brienne, and you get a bit of their relationship. It feels like they have chemistry. It's good.
That's right. In that moment, David Cross is going, you think they're fucking? I think they fucked. Maybe they'll fuck in the future.
And Podrick's all, oh no, they certainly wouldn't be doing that. I'm Podrick. My cock is magic.
Podcast. He will one day reveal that he's got a wonderful singing voice.
Yes, we look forward to that day. It's a good day.
Mm.
But there's all very nice back and forth, and I can play. They make sense, those people.
They do. Yeah, my only other note is, again, with the lack of violence in that, the last episode, we got a very abridged version of that Battle of the Slaves Cove.
Marine, yeah.
Huh?
Slavers Bay and Marine, yeah.
Ah, yeah. I was thinking it's some sort of beach.
Yeah.
And that we got like a very nothing battle scene from here as well. It felt really disappointing.
Yeah, there's all these ships hawking fiery, catapult things at the city, and then we just cut to some people being totally safe in the pyramid.
Yeah.
You're like, where's like the human element? I get this is the power struggle, but where's the people on the ground who are actually, because that's the thing, they're all standing there in the pyramid, and, Grey Worm's like, the Unsullied will defend the pyramid, we'll wait till they come to us, and then we'll fight them. It's like, but there are your people outside dying. Like, the citizens of this city are getting attacked, and you guys aren't doing anything.
Yeah.
And the show isn't doing anything. Like, for them to not do anything could be a character point or a plot point, but for the show not to show anything or have someone on the ground for that emotional connection of people die when there's a power struggle.
Yeah, because I remember when we were watching Battle of the Bastards, I thought, okay, they probably just didn't want to double up on battle sequences in one episode. So I thought there would have been more of it here. And I felt like they were falsely setting up that there would be, especially with the whole cracking joke scene that immediately gets into danger. But then, they cut back to it at some point and actually do a really beautiful, camera spin and like crane shot like around all the boats launching fireballs at the fucking thing.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And then it just leads to more fucking, let's talk about the happenings and, oh, Dan's back. That's nice.
Yay, she was gone apparently.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's pretty much it.
Hey, Dan, how's your Brady's?
Hey. I'm low on notes, although we do have to quickly talk about the sequel to All the Miladies is All the Milords.
Oh my god, this fucking scene. I almost lost my shit.
It was really funny.
My lord, you're not my lord. What? You just...
Yeah. So this is what, between the captain of the guard, I guess, and the Blackfish, and the guy who's actually meant to be Lord of River Run comes back and is like, but he's the Lord of River Run, my lord. You're not my lord, and there's a my lord.
Yeah. Oh god, you can do all the fucking cutting with that. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yes.
It's actually a badly written scene.
He's like, wait, let's go this again. Well, that's the language, I guess. And they seem to understand what's going on, but it's like, okay, there's a my lord on first and there's my lord on second. Wait, who's on second? My lord.
Yeah.
But I'm my lord. No, you're my lord.
No,
What?
you got to listen to the subtle differences. You're my lord,
Yep.
and he's my lord.
Yes. All the my lords. All the my lords. Yes, that was weird. And yeah, I would have liked someone to gone, wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm so lost right now. Oh, yeah, but then, yeah, captured without any bloodshed, yada, yada, yada. And I think that puts me out of notes here.
Yeah, and there was the nice scene there with Jamie and Tilda Swanson waving to each other as they... Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of mutual respect. Do we talk about how Lady Crane died?
Oh, violence. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Again, this is an off-screen violence that I can appreciate because they showed the aftermath.
Yeah.
Where she just got stooled to the chest.
Yeah, somehow. She's standing on a stool, and then Arya comes in, and she's been, like, final destinationed.
Yeah.
The stool is flipped upside down, and she's landed on it and broken all over the place, and creepy girls are like, well, if you had done what I said, she would have died painlessly, but instead I had to stool her.
That bob cut. Why does the bob cut make it creepier? I don't know.
Apparently bob cuts are evil. I didn't know this, but we've learned it. Bob cuts.
So, sorry to
Cut
any
you
of
like
our
a
audience
bobcat.
members who have a bob cut, but it's on you.
No, well, let's send this out as a question. Bob cut owners, are you evil? It's cool, you can tell us. We're cool. We're cool.
That puts me out of notes though.
Yeah, I think my last note is the use of music, especially theme. So during the whole stage production of the recreation of the Purple Wedding, there's a version of Reigns of Castamere, but it's not quite right, and I kind of really like the idea that the musicians here don't quite have it down, but they know how it goes. They're just a little bit off. It's a neat little detail. I liked it. And also it plays again when Tommen's all, there'll be no trial by combat, kind of screwing over my mum here. It plays again, but it's a different version, and it's, more somber and desperate for, to reflect Cersei's situation. So yeah, it's a nice bit.
Yeah, the outro music was weird though. It felt like...
Yeah, like the credits music?
Yeah, it felt like if you took the same notes but replaced them with like synth instruments, that it'd sound like the outro to an 80s movie.
Yeah, it's just like the end of the Game of Thrones stage show. It's like, oh, it's Game of Thrones. Da-da-da-ba-ba-da.
Yeah.
Yep. There'll be blood and bones.
Hey.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, call me HBO. All right, man, that puts me out of notes. So it leads us to our final question. How do we get here?
Oh my goodness. All right. So I'm going to be seeing like actually leaving this thing and causing the how should I call her? The creepy bob-haired assassin to come after her. She does something that sets that wheels in motion. But speaking of wheels in motion, see, this was like the pre-trial for Cecil Lannister for all her parking tickets that I mentioned in the last episode. But, that led to the trial. Fortunately, Renom's going to show his mother a bit of mercy, and they've done away with the trial by combat, so she doesn't have to defend her parking tickets in sword battle anymore, like you still have to do in Sydney.
It's you have to remember there's Sydney City, and then the rest of Australia is just Mad Max,
except for Melbourne. But
until you get to Melbourne or Adelaide.
Hey Nick, hey James.
Pods in the Key, Springfield, like and subscribe.
We're gonna still see more in the saga of Cecil Lannister and the ungodly amount of parking fines.
Just the cart parking fines.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, natch. All right, cool. And why do you think they're attacking Marine?
Oh shit. Why are they attacking Marine?
It's good. Based on this information that we have.
God, they're just so vulnerable. Oh, wait. Okay, because Dan Brady's not there. So Dan took the dragons on a week's vacation. They're going somewhere nice and sunny. Would dragons like that? No, they've got fire in the belly. They'd probably prefer somewhere cold for a little bit of a break.
No, they're lizards, though. So.
Oh, good point.
Sunning on a nice rock somewhere.
All right. Yeah. So she's taking them to nice sunny rockland.
I like it.
It's south of Westeros.
Yeah. We don't know what's south of Westeros. It's where the maps stop. Sunny rocks for happy dragons.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, until then, that's been Elliot Jay O'Neill.
Good of bye? What was my line that I used before?
I think it was good of bye. I can't remember.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah, good of bye.
And I've been BT Calloway, and for now, our watch has ended.
No, it's actually funny this happened because I was just fucking because I saw Deej at the stand-up gig yesterday, and he said that, yeah, they just had recorded 2 episodes of Hottest 100s and Thousands and lost the second one, and it's the first time it had ever happened, but, like, they were like, oh, you know, at least over 150 podcasts, this is only the first time. No, and they was like, has it ever happened to you? And I'm like, yeah, I mentioned the thing with the segment, but yeah, not a full podcast before.
Humorous!
Lessons learned.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Ba-da-ba-ba.